So welcome back to Season 1, Episode 2 with Leeds United, Road to Glory. As you can see on the screen, we've had a super good pre-season. The team has really taken to our new formation, so I'm really looking forward to how the season's going to play out. Also hit the transfer market with a bit of business, so let's just have a look at what we've done here. A lot of this was done before we arrived, so you can see all of this, Amari, Jack Harrison, Daniel James, Bates, McCurk, Jail, I need to see how you pronounce that, Clearson, Firpo, Joseph, were all done before I arrived. However, the big one, the 40 million rand player, 40 million pound player, which I brought in, is this one, the kid Inacio, Gonzalo Inacio. Super good player. He's got a lot of room to develop. He's one of currently a 3-star player, potential of 4.5 stars, so he could be a leading defensive centre back for me for the foreseeable future. We do have another predicament, however, and I want to go over and show you that quickly. Over here, we've got an option to sign Ben Godfrey with an initial upfront fee of 10.5 million, escalating to a potential 40 million pound transfer. However, he's not that much greater than the rest of my defenders. Yes, he's an English youngster, fits the mold of what we need to do. But if you go to the comparison menu and we just have a look at Gonzalo, they're very similar in nature. Go look at some of our other players. Let's have a look at who should we have. Llorente, where's Llorente? Quickly go down and find him there. There we go, Llorente. I mean, he's got more speed and more physical nature about him, but Llorente's got better mental and defensive attributes. So I'm still a bit concerned about signing this player on. And if you go over to the squad menu and you look at the potential ages, you can see that most of my defenders, I mean, Cooper's 29, Llorente's 27, but the rest of them, Aliens on the right hand side are 29 years old, but the rest of them are young. I mean, we got this youngster from Belgium, we've got Llorente, who's okay, we've got Cresswell, who's 18. So do we really need to bring Godfrey in? So we've decided to go ahead with the signing of Ben Godfrey. It is a lot of money. I hope I'm going to live to regret this, but let's see how this goes. So we're going to adjust budget. We're going to sign him. And also, just another question. I decided to use background music. I just wanted to know your thoughts on it. If you like it, let me know in the comments below. If not, in future I'll just take it off. Let me just find a song that's quite decent. There we go. So we're now on the 12th of August. We did do the draw for the Carabao Cup. We will be facing Wolves in the second round. What we've also been doing is we've upgraded the staff a little bit. So you can see that our medical team is quite a bit better, as well as our coaching team, especially in the goalkeeper department. And yeah, we'll continue to work on it. There's also a few potential signings and transfers that we're working on. Trying to bring Manuel Lazari in. Also Sergio Dest on a loan, possibly. So coming back to the match, we have a bit of an issue. In pre-season, Inacio did get injured. Unfortunately, he will be out for at least, looks like 8 days to 2 weeks. He's going to be missing the beginning of the season, which is a bit of a disappointment at this stage, especially considering we spent so much money on him. Also, over and above that, we can't use Rafinha against Manchester City because he is injured and is not returned to full fitness only in the next 2 days. But this is the lineup we're going to be going with. We're going to go Mislier, and please tell me how to pronounce his name at the bottom if you don't mind. On the right hand side, on the left hand side, we've got back four of Junior, Sturrock, Godfrey, and Dallas. We're going with Phillips in the deep lying playmaker role. We're going to Cleach and Rodrigo in the middle of the midfield. Daniel James on the left hand side, Harris on the right, and Patrick Bamford up front. I do hope that we don't get pummeled. Based on what on paper Manchester City should beat us hands down, but I'm hoping that my team does go out there and put in a good show. There we go. We are playing at home. We do look like we have a sellout for this match. It's a big match in our season. Obviously, these are the neighbours of our fierce rivals, Manchester United. So hopefully, if we can make a good showing out here, Manchester United might shake in their boots a little bit for when we meet them eventually. Well, cut out there by Junior. Manchester City looking to get on the front foot straight away, which is a bit of a concern and a bit something we need to look out for. But now Harris down the right-hand side does push it back to Dallas. Dallas up to Harris, again crossing it. Oh, that could have turned out quite good for us. As long as we still play on the front foot, and that's one thing about Leeds United, they are always attacking mentality. So, and that's the way I like to play. I always like to play on the front foot, taking the game to the opposition. So if we can just keep on doing that and keep on playing the way we are, I think this will turn out quite well for us. Manchester just possessed us. Bernardo Silva packs it away. Bit of a mess up from our defense there. We should have cleared it. And this is not exactly the way we were hoping to start this match. I mean, look at this. Dispossessed Dallas here. Grealish to De Bruyne into the middle. Bernardo Silva did have a hint of offside there, but Junior should have cleared that ball and he didn't. As long as we keep on trying hard and keep on putting the effort in, I am, however, going to straight away just encourage the team a little bit and see if we can get some sort of just minimize the amount of damage that City is capable of doing here. Don't want to start off the season with a loss. That's going to be disappointing. Did you see that back heel from Harris? Oh, Harris to break. Did you see that? That's what we're capable of. Just have a look at this back heel from Harris here, though. Something out of this world. Okay, back heel to Rodrigo to Bamford. Bamford back to Harris. Harris through to Bamford. And what a finish. Patrick Bamford getting off the mark with his first goal of the season. And this is the start of something good. Obviously, Manchester City is not going to take that lying down, so we just have to keep composure here, making sure that we can maybe get a result, maybe even a point out of this game, which would be saying something with the team that we have. Unfortunately, the transfer window didn't go very well as expected. Yes, we had a little bit of money, but there's not a lot of draw from Leeds United for big players that I wanted. We also didn't have the amount of money we needed. It looks like Dest is not going to be coming through. We just don't seem to have enough money unless I sell someone off to bring Dest in. We did bring in 2 players with £80 million, and how I did that was initial upfront fees with as and when for the next 3 years on both of them. About 60 million of them is spread over the next 3 years. So it is going to impact my transfer budget for the next few years, but the 2 players that I did bring in, I think is going to be the centre of my midfield for the next foreseeable 5 to 6 years. So as long as we have a solid base to build from, keep the goals leaked to the minimum, and as long as Bamford and Harris and Rodrigo and everyone else, Rafinha when he comes back in, keeps on doing the business up the field, I think we'll be okay. Maybe even a European League position. I don't think we'll make the top 4, however. But Walker down the right hand side, to Bernardo Silva. Come on, boys, clear this ball out. Fernandinho with a really tame shot. Junior now bringing the ball back in the field. Daniel James, I do not know why Leeds United spent 26 million on that play. He simply isn't good enough, and I'm surprised Manchester City didn't score there. All from a mistake of Daniel James. Let's see, Phillips from the corner. My words are escaping me. Junior back into Phillips to Cleach to Godfrey. First look at him in a white shirt. Obviously signing him from Everton. I'm hoping to see good things from him in the future. Now, obviously, the aim of the series is to get us to win the Premier League and the Champions League. So as soon as we do that, I would assume that we have had a success in managing this club. Obviously, we do not want to get sacked. So, and it's, oh, what a shot. No keeper in the world to stop that one. So all I can do is take my hats off to Manchester City. I mean, look at this. Jesus to good one. De Bruyne, Grealish. That's 2 assists for De Bruyne right now. Beautiful goal from Grealish. I wish we had him in our team. Maybe we can sign him in the future, but I don't think we have £100 million like Manchester City had to sign him. But what a player. What a goal. Rodrigo now on the right hand side is going to push it back to Harrison. Harrison. Ooh. Phillips into the box. Rodrigo. How can that be offside? It is offside. Is it offside? Please be onside. We need the second goal to equalise. Yeah, damn it. How far was he offside? Let's have a look at the replay. Good goal though. That is millimetres. We could have been back in it right there. So we just have to keep on playing our game. Let me just encourage the lads a little bit more before half time hits us, and see if we can't get a point on the board. We're taking them shot for shot. We're about 4 shots below, got 2 on target. Our XG is not too bad, so I am positive that we can maybe do something here. I'm going to send the guys a very positive and inspiring team talk. Let's see what the guys can do in the second half. We need to get a result here. So I think where we're losing it is in the centre of the midfield. De Bruyne is just working his magic. Junior is shockingly bad down that left hand side, even though his match rating is 7.1, the highest of the team. I don't know how he did that. Every time we see a highlight of him, he's playing terribly. I mean, here we go again down the right hand side. What's Manchester City going to do now? Take down the centre, Grealish and go goal. Oh! After that amazing goal, he fluffs a shot like that. Inconsistency seems to be a bit of a hindrance on Manchester City. If we can just get back into this. The second half is flying. I'm going to demand more from the guys. Hopefully it's not going to get them all on grumpy. For too much pressure. But we need to get back in this game. Rodrigo to Phillips to Patrick Bamford. See, Bamford has got a good finish. He just doesn't have the pace to get in behind the defense, especially on a top class team like Manchester City. Bamford's not going to really be making much runs through the defense unless he gets that beautiful through ball like he did for the first goal. After this highlight, I think I'm going to do a few changes. There's a few tight legs out there, especially in the middle of the field. Let's have this corner, see what we can do from the corner, hopefully get a goal. Rafinha would have been taking it, but Harrison's going to step up. Oh, Godfrey would have scored on his debut there. What a start that would have been. Okay, let's look at freshening things up. Dallas, can I bring him around for Dallas? Let's bring on Ailing. In the middle, Rodrigo's going to be coming off. I want to bring off Forshaw. But Forshaw might be the better option. What about one Nikidovia? Let's bring on Forshaw for Rodrigo, who isn't doing much in the middle of the field. And then I think Daniel James needs to be coming off. And let's give Tyler Roberts a run out and see what he can do for us. 3 substitutions on the 71st minute. Let's encourage the lads. Hopefully get some sort of result here. A 2-2 would be one hell of a start to the season. Ooh. Almost finding Forshaw with that. Bamford, can you finish it? Oh, that was our chance right there. Right there was our chance. Now with 10 minutes left, I don't think we're going to be doing much damage, but let's have a look. Phillips in with the ball. Forshaw to pick up this ball. Going to play it back and just keep control of it. Ailing now with fresh legs on the middle of the field. Sturrock, Phillips, Sturrock, Cleesh, through to Roberts. Can he do it? Oh, beautiful idea. Going for the far post and just puts it wide. Wow. I'm a bit disappointed we're not at least equalising with them, because we have had a good game. We've had 2 clean-cut chances that we should have had 2 goals. We could have maybe been leading. Jean Cancelo should have done better there as well for Manchester City, so it should have been a 3-3 at this point. So I can't be complaining too much. And holding Manchester City to 2-1, we can't be complaining too much. But it looks like we're going to be losing our first game of the season. Hopefully we can do something a little bit better against Westham United. We didn't play badly. Our guys look awake and feisty, so not the start we wanted to the managerial career, but we don't have the strongest team. So let's pick ourselves up. We are now in 15th spot after the first game, and we'll see you in the next game. So since the last match, we did have 2 injuries to Ayling and Phillips. So that's a bit of a big knock in our team. So we've had to change things up a little bit. So we're bringing in Cooper into the back 4 just to add a bit of experience. So the back 4 is Junior, Cooper, Godfrey and Dallas with Maslia in goal. We've now got Sturrock just slightly up in that defensive deep line playmaker position. I hope he can actually fulfill it. He's got the attributes. So let's see how he does there. Once again, we've got Cleash in the box role, and we're giving Shackleton a run out. Rafinha's back fit, so we're going to hope to see some magic from him, and Harrison on the left-hand side. And once again, Bamford up front. I do believe that this team is strong enough to beat West Ham, as long as we play to the way that we need, the way we know we can. So let's see how it goes, and let's hopefully get some points on the board here for the Premier League. Because if we go 2 for 2 down in the first 2 games of the Premier League, I'm going to be under pressure for the rest of the season. However, we get 3 points today. We're looking at a bright season and hopefully a mid-table finish. So we definitely have to strengthen a few areas. Definitely this left-back position needs some work. I'm going to be looking at a few loan opportunities to see if we can strengthen it, so at least give you a solid backup. But we can't keep on getting Junior to make mistakes the way he's been doing against Manchester City. There's a bit of a weak point in our team. Ooh, West Ham mean business. Coming down the left hand side here to Corfu. Corfu back to Suka. Back to... Oh, well done, Godfrey. Godfrey seems to be quite solid at the back, and we're hoping to see more of that. Rafinha with a free corner kick here. Bamford's going to pick this up. Play it back to Rafinha, hopefully. Keep the attack going down this right hand side. So yeah, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. We don't have the strongest team. I do believe in the formation we've got going to hold Manchester City to 2-1 with the potential of possibly scoring 2 additional goals there, which we didn't take. Shows me that this formation is strong enough defensively and attacking, so there's a good balance. I think it's just the players that aren't strong enough at this stage. But let's see once the players get more used to this formation, how we perform and how we play. But Bamford down this right hand side again. See if we can put a cross in. He does. Finds Rafinha. Rafinha to Shackleton. Oh! Shackleton. I brought him in to see, to freshen up the middle of the field, and he almost puts a goal in to thank me. Well done, boy. Well done. You can see more of the same, please. And hopefully we can get something out of this. We are taking more shots than him. He has another corner kick. Dallas is going to take this one. Puts it into the near post. And yeah, our guys just aren't fighting for it. Rafinha down the right. Rafinha. Oh, Areola with a beautiful save. Keeping Rafinha from scoring on his return to the team from injury. Rafinha now with the corner. Puts it in. Godfrey. So yeah, I do. If we don't win this game, I'll be a bit disappointed. I actually should be a bit better than it is. But we're looking solid defensively. We're looking strong attacking. We seem to be controlling this game from the beginning of the match. And we're not doing badly at all. Dallas to Rafinha. Rafinha to Sturrock. Shackleton. Sturrock. Finds Cleash. Can he finish? Oh, Areola's keeping West Ham in the game. So this is what I like to see. Positive movements, attacking mentality. Godfrey unfortunately couldn't get to that one. Cleash now picks up the ball. Finds Cooper. Who's Cooper going to lay it off to? Oh, Cooper loses the ball to Benrahma. Benrahma pushing, but seems to have quite a bit of pace on him. But Godfrey picks up the ball and we're safe. Not a bad first half. Lots of positives to take from this game. If we can continue in this manner, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. However, West Ham wants to spoil my comments now because I'm getting too ahead of myself. So Crawford on the right hand side, and Junior just making up for his previous game, getting a good tackle in. Kurt Zuma, go kick a damn cat, you chop. Why are you gonna go score against me? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, he recently got fined for kicking a cat in real life. There was a social media post about him doing it. He got into quite a bit of trouble. And here he goes, he kicks the cat into the back of the net. What a fool. We're going to have to see what sort of character the boys have. They responded well to the chat at halftime. Let's get out there and get back on level terms and hopefully steal this game from currently losing at 1-0. Godfrey, well done. Rafinha to Bamford. Bamford to Cleach. Can Cleach find Rafinha or Bamford? No, he can't. This doesn't have the legs on him anymore. He's getting a bit old in age. I think he's 31 now. We're going to have to strengthen this midfield over the next couple of years if we want to actually challenge for the Premier League. I just don't think we have it in us right now. Also, we don't have the finances to actually push for any decent quality, high quality players. So I'm hoping my director of football can... Oh, off the post. Godfrey, unlucky boy. I think he's had more shots than any of our strikers. Like I said, I'm hoping to bring in a good director of football. Can have his spot one or two players. We've got a real problem now. And I'm going to put Llorente in there at right back. What are we going to do? What can Godfrey do down that right hand side? He's got the pace. Doesn't really have much crossing attributes. But I suppose we have to do what we have to do. Godfrey's better on the right hand side, so I'm going to push Godfrey out on the wide. I'm going to be taking Harrison off. He looks a bit tired. I'm going to bring Rodrigo down that side, so we've got two Brazilian players on the wings. And let's see if we can maybe turn this game around. Junior now bringing the ball back into the game from the throw-in. Harrison to Cleach to Sturrock to Shackleton, who almost got an early goal for us at the beginning of the match. Rafinha to Dallas. Dallas is still on the pitch, which means our substitutions haven't gone through yet. And bloody Declan Rice. I wouldn't mind having him. Is that a penalty? No, it's got to be a free kick. Yeah, it was outside the box. But I wouldn't mind having Declan Rice playing for us. He could play that box-to-box role quite well, or he could play that deep-lying playmaker role. It was very close to a penalty. Would have loved to have a penalty to equalise. Let's see what Rafinha can do. Can we find one of my players? West Ham, bloody United. Rafinha out to Shackleton. Too much on it. He just can't get answers. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed on how this showing has gone. I'm going to demand more from the players. We're going to have to get a goal here. At least get a draw from this game. We played so well pre-season. I was quite confident of how the game was going to go. But now we're sitting here losing to West Ham after we've just lost to Manchester City. I'm going to bring Forshaw on just to strengthen that midfield a little bit. And let's see if that changes anything. I mean, we've had more shots on goal than them. I mean, Fornals almost gets a beautiful free kick in there. Got my work cut out for me here with Leeds United. I don't want to go 2 games into the season with no points. Godfrey down the right hand side now. Can he find Rodrigo? Why? Why are they doing this to me? Come on, guys. Playing well. Let's just get that goal. Let's not concede now, because that would be the end of the game. I mean, they lost their first match against, I think it was... Who was it with? Anyway, it doesn't matter. They lost their first game 2-1. And I'm about to lose my first 2. 2-1 and 1-0. This is starting to be a bit concerning, considering how zealous I was thinking taking over Bielsa. Oh, there we go. Bamford saves my blushes. Oh, good finish. Shackleton sets him up, so it was a good thing I put Shackleton on. And Bamford, 2 games, 2 goals. Looking for a good season ahead. Can we maybe still a late winner here? That was a good through ball. Bamford had some legs on. Puts it underneath the keeper. Ariola jumps over it like a fool. But there we go. There's your answer to kicking a cat. Antonio now. With a long throw in. Cooper. Rafinha. Can you run down the run? Run down the right. Go. Push it. Push it. Find Bamford. Godfrey. Well done. Oh, Shackleton just didn't have enough on him. But good idea. Suppose 1-1 is better than 1-0. At least we got points on the board. So we currently sitting in 14th place. 2 games, 1 point. Negative goal difference of -1 because of the Manchester City game. When you guys join me again, we will be going through, I think we'll play the rest of the month offline. We definitely have to come back for the Newcastle and Manchester United matches. Obviously being 2 of our rivals, and obviously Manchester United being my favourite club and one of our fierce rivals. If you can get a decent result there, we are away, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Guys, if you made it to this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more of this content. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Thanks.